And mind you guys, this is after both the vet and 2 vet techs told me that Kiki looked fantastic at the vet appointment. They said he didn't look underweight. They didn't say he looked like he needed to gain weight. They said he looked perfect. Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. We are actually not talking about the Husky today. We are talking about this very loud purring kitty cat right here. Today, I don't know if you guys remember, but Kiki just recently had a vet visit, and some things happened at the vet that, I mean, it's a good thing that it happened. It's also a bad thing that it happened. He's headbutting my hand, if you're curious. So I wanted to talk about it, and I figured right now would be a good time because it is actually Kiki time right now. Once a week, about once a week, sometimes twice a week, if I have time and if he allows me to do it, I actually help Kiki out. As some of you may know, Kiki here is 18, 19 years old, one of the two. I have to pull his paperwork up. I thought he was turning 19 in April, and the vet says he's turning 18 in April. It could be just a year mix-up. You know, it could be nothing. You're super up close and personal right now, sir. But he is a senior, a super senior, as I call him. And he doesn't do as well of a job with grooming. He has a harder time getting his back area. So what I do is I actually help him out once or twice a week, as long as he lets me. There is a love-hate relationship with this whole process. And I help groom him. And I always check his ears as well, because his ears do have a tendency of getting dirty. But unfortunately, that is something I cannot do by myself, because the little rascal has learned how to get out of my burrito method that I use. And so I actually need a second pair of hands. I need one person holding him and restraining him, so I have 2 hands to clean his ears. So today we are going to groom the Kiki while we talk about his vet visit. Last week, Kiki had a vet appointment. I don't know if you guys saw the video of me taking him to the vet, and you'll notice I basically give him the option. Eventually he will settle and he will lie down. I took Kiki for his annual vet, and because he is a senior, I always get the senior blood work. And last year there was a little bit of a discrepancy with his calcium levels, and they said it wasn't high enough to really warrant any worries, but that they wanted to keep an eye on it. Not a problem. So, yes, I know you're loving this right now. So, we did that again this time, and they said that his calcium levels were higher. So they actually sent out for, let me get my my little notes here. They sent out for an ionized calcium test, which went to a different lab. And that is basically like a more accurate, more pinpoint of what his current calcium levels are than what the original test was that they did. Oh, you got a scratch? Do your scratch, yeah. And come back for more. So, like I was saying, they sent out for the ionized test, and it came back that his calcium levels were normal. Great. Fantastic. I'm super happy. She actually told me, she goes, I don't know why I didn't send out for this last year. But she goes, I did this year and it came back normal. So no problem. All right. Awesome. Thanks. She then proceeds to tell me, and mind you, this vet is emailing me most of this. And I specifically told her, yes, you can email me, but I only check my email like once a week because most everything that comes in there is junk. The only time I really check my email is when I'm waiting for something to come in. I was not expecting her to email me. Yes, I expected the email of the lab report so I could look at it. I was not expecting her to email me with like his results. I was expecting a phone call. This is the same vet that did Thor's surgery, and I will say that she did absolutely fantastic with Thor. I'm not a huge fan of her when it comes to working with Kiki, and Ghost has a different vet. Same office, but a different veterinarian. So not sure why she has a different demeanor with cats than she does with dogs. I don't know, but I have noticed that. So after she got back to me saying that everything was normal, she proceeded to... No! See, that's what happens. He just tried to nibble me. He gives love nibbles. If he doesn't like where I'm brushing him, he will give love nibbles. And it's always when I'm not looking. Every time. Temperamental kitty. I was trying to do his shoulder and he didn't like it. See, he doesn't like it when I do his shoulder. You do not like that. But okay, we'll just do the back. He loves his back. He doesn't mind the back. He does not like the shoulders. And I'm doing them very gently, so it's not like he's in any form of pain. He just doesn't like it. So then she came back and told me that due to the fact that he's lost some weight since last year, he was 13.2 pounds last year when I took him for his appointment. And the vet told me he's a little overweight, which I completely understand because granted, when he was a young spry kitten, which you are not anymore, he could be at 12, 13 pounds and it'd be fine because he had a lot of muscle mass. He does not have as much muscle mass anymore because of the fact that he is older and he prefers to sleep over climbing his cat tree and going outside. He actually doesn't go outside nearly as much as he used to when he was younger. During the winter, he never really went outside anyways. He did not like going outside. So she tried telling me that she was going to diagnose him with inflammatory bowel disease because he went from 13.2 pounds last year to 10.5 pounds this year. Last year, she told me that he was overweight. Yes, he was overweight. I could tell you that right now. So I proceeded to change his feeding habits. He was originally a free feeding cat. He could go and eat whenever he wanted. Whenever his bowl was emptied, it was filled. I checked his bowl twice a day. If it looked low even, I would fill it. So I changed his eating habits from being a free feeding cat to being fed twice a day. And she suggested feeding him a 1/4 cup of food a day. So I said, great. He will get 1/8 a cup in the morning and 1/8 a cup at night. She is the one that told me to cut his food back. And I go, is there something in his blood work that says that he's has this inflammatory bowel disease? And she goes, no, but he's lost so much weight. And I explained to her, I was like, you told me last year he was underweight. And she goes, yes, I do recall that. She goes, but usually when I tell cat owners to have their pets lose weight, they come back heavier the next year. Ma'am, I am not an average pet owner. I take care of my animals. Oh, I completely understand that. I'm not saying you're not taking care of your animal. I was like, okay. She goes, well, I wanted to treat it with vitamin B injections, and I wanted to change his food to Purina EN. She totally flipped my switch when she said Purina to start with. And then she also said that she wanted to give him Serenia, which is like a stomach comfort, almost like a pain pill. She wanted to start giving him that long term. And if you guys know cats, you know cats are horrible at taking pills. Kiki especially, because he is a very picky eater. He does not like the pill pockets. So getting him to take pills is basically nightmarish and very stressful on him. And being that he's an 18-year-old cat, that is something I really do not want to do if I don't have to do. And I was like, well, you told me that he needed to lose weight. So I put him on a diet. I was like, he's eating fine. He gets treats fine. His bowels are movements are normal. All the things are normal. Please explain to me why you want my cat to have these extra treatments, which would A, involve him leaving the house and going into his carrier, which stresses him out, and B, changing his food, which he potentially might not like because he is a very picky eater. So I was not willing to try and change his food. Going to the vet for injections would be extremely stressful on him. I do not want to stress him out. He is 18 years old. And I explained this to the vet. I was like, leaving the house, unless it is on his own terms to go outside for outside time, is very stressful. He's an 18-year-old cat. I don't want to do that to him. I was like, and I'm not going to put him on a medication that I don't feel he needs when everything else is normal. And your only foundings for his quote unquote inflammatory bowel disease is because he lost weight when you told me he needed to lose weight. And she goes, well, if you feel that everything is fine, then by all means, we don't need to do any of this. This is just my suggestion, because I was concerned about his weight loss. I go, I appreciate your concern. I truly do appreciate the concern. But if you want, we can do a 6-month checkup. I'm perfectly okay with going back in 6 months, rechecking his blood work, doing an evaluation with the vet, all of those things. I am perfectly okay with doing that. She goes, yes, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that, and we'll revisit any issues that may come up, and this, that, and the other. I was like, all right, I will reach out to your secretaries and get him scheduled for, I'm going to switch over to the other brush now, get him scheduled for an appointment in 6 months. So needless to say, after speaking to the vet and telling her that no, I am not going to put my cat on things that he does not need because you think he has some disease because he's lost weight in the last year because you told me he needed to lose weight. Needless to say, I don't think she was happy with me. But she was very responsive, which was good. But don't come to me and tell me you think my cat has a disease because he lost weight in the year that you told me that he needed to lose weight. That doesn't make any sense. And there was no proof in the blood work that, like she told me, there was nothing in the blood work. And if you guys know me, I can't stand Purina. Yes, I do know there are some good Purina brands out there. but Purina in general, 9 times out of 10, is McDonald's sprinkled with vitamins and is not good for your animals. I've done my research. You can go ahead and go do yours. I understand that some people have to feed their animals Purina because they can't afford the more expensive brand. That is what happened with Kiki's vet appointment. I'm not too happy with the vet. I'm not sure why she would say that. He's 18, 19 years old. He's an old man. I don't want to stress him out any more than I have to for obvious reason. Stress in older animals is not okay. It's not okay. So I just wanted to jump on here and make this video. If you guys don't know about Purina, I have not looked up that Purina EN that she wanted me to put him on. I'm assuming it's an easy digestible food. That's what I'm assuming. But the chances of him liking said food were slim to none, basically, because he's a very picky eater and he only likes certain flavors and specific foods like those that the vets recommend. They usually don't have too many flavors for the animal to choose from, and they usually have a lot of like byproduct meal in them. Like I said, I did not do my research for this one, so don't take my word for it, but I personally do not like Purina in general. I budget for my animals to eat a better quality dry food. It's not great. It's still dry kibble. It's still cooked to all high heaven and loses a good portion of its nutritional value, but it's still better than Purina. If you look at the ingredients and you compare the ingredients, it's still better and it's worth paying the extra money. Would I prefer to have something even better? Of course I would. But for right now, this is what I can handle. But anyways, if you guys have watched this far, because I'm pretty sure this is like a 16-minute video at this point, thank you so much for watching. Kiki is here. I am still brushing him. I'll give you a little tilt. Here we go. You're on a tripod, so this is a little difficult. I am still brushing him. He is still enjoying himself, but like I said, once he gets in the groove and he knows what's going on, he generally sits down and just hangs out. He might be done now. We've been going for quite a minute here. So he very well could be done. So if you guys have watched this far, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Here is the reveal for the last 15 minutes of brushing the Kiki. Yeah. Yum, right? And the best part is now he's going to feel better and he won't get hairballs. I do this about once a week, and if I miss a week, he usually gets a hairball. This helps him. And, I mean, he's getting older, guys. He can't groom himself like he used to. The vet does think he has arthritis. The fact that his grooming has gone downhill, she thinks that he has arthritis, which is understandable. I have arthritis, and he's older than me. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. That is gross. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. You've watched my video this far, which means you are obviously interested in my content, so you might as well hit the button, which I think it's over there. I mess it up every time. It's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in that next video. Bye!